Hola gente, vamos a seguir dándole al Final Fantasy XVI. Nos quedamos con un par de misiones secundarias pendientes y luego no tengo ni idea de lo que puede pasar. O sea, en el último capítulo a Titán le salió la emboscada bastante regular, la verdad, gracias a Torgal, el nuevo personaje principal. Y pues eso, nos cargamos a Titán, le dejamos sin manos, pero le salvó el guardaespaldas del rey de Walled. No guardaespaldas exactamente, pero me da la sensación que algo de eso. Un alto rango militar. Así que vamos a acabar estas misiones y ver cómo se sigue liando. Llevan 2 veces que parece que se va a liar muy parda y no se termina de liar. Solo un poquito. Así que... están aumentando la tensión y en algún momento se va a liar, pero de verdad. ¿Cuándo será eso? Espero que pronto. Hierbas, ya se me ha olvidado lo que hay que hacer. Raptores, dejadme. Vale, aquí. Oiga. Igual tengo que cambiarme de sitio esa habilidad. Hola, lanza un fuego. No les había visto eso. Vale, 2 menos. Ese mosquito. Vale. Bichos muertos. Recogemos aquí 3 florecitas. ¿Para qué eran? Se me ha pirado.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Bueno, ahora me acordaré.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Ah, el que me pidió el médico para los tatuajes. Para aliviar el dolor mientras quitaba tatuajes a la peña. Ok. Y la otra que tengo que entregar era una que ayudé a un pavo a liberar unos esclavos. A ver, esta es la de los esclavos. Ostras. ¡Qué tensión! ¿Habla o no habla? Bueno, la moral, ¿cómo está?
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect,
A este le queda bastante bien la cara.
risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
Y si no te cambiamos, tampoco pasa nada.
In time.
Te vas tú a hacer misiones y ponemos a otro a coordinar. Pero Si estás ahí será por algo, chiqui. A ver, hálito de fuego, ala carmesí. Vale. Y el médico está por aquí. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¿Qué me darán?
How may I help you today, Clive?
¿Quién me habrá mandado una carta? Me habéis salvado. Hace pocas jornadas un grupo de brigantes me asaltó en la Senda Dorada. A estas alturas los buitres estarían devorando mi carroña de no ser por la intervención de los libertadores. Te debo la vida a ti y a los tuyos. Y aunque no sea pago suficiente, es todo lo que puedo ofrecer como agradecimiento. Bailarina de Dalimil. La jorca de lobo gigante. ¿Qué hace? No puedo verlo.
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
A ver qué hace. Que tiene un nombre muy guapo. Incrementa el daño infligido al ejecutar un tetracombo en un 5%. Es bastante poco, ¿no? Oli.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine.
A menos que la cagues.
Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
¡Vole! Tenemos una muy buena comuna, la verdad. Ven aquí de todo. La mejor ingeniera, la mejor profesora, la mejor médico. Y sin usar magia. Toca hablar con la profe. A ver qué nos cuenta esta vez. ¿El próximo plan?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Esperar así mirándola fijamente. ¿Qué?
What? Here?
Exacto.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
¿Qué? ¿Por qué?
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive,
Menos mal que alguien saca a Clive de ahí.
we have a guest.
A guest?
¿Quién será? ¿Se nos une alguien importante? ¡Hombre!
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Puto dotas. La va a liar. Pues vamos a hacer la cola de escorpión deliciosa. Se va a liar. Viven en una de esas torres loquísimas. No lo había relacionado con la torre esa que hay en mitad del campo. Qué guapo.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must
Menudo niño
insist
rata,
on
¿no?
substantial
El hijo.
reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Uf, qué guapo el mural de atrás.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Ese no se ha echado para adelante. Como mola su vaso, tío. Tiene mucho estilo este rey. Y Bahamut se está rayando ya, normal. Sabe que hay algo raro aquí.
Let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
¿Qué?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Es un zumbao este.
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
¿Le ha salido un hijo majo a este loco?
Losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
El príncipe se está rayando.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
¿Esta flor es algo importante o solo es que es un hippie loco? Hippie Genocida. Yo creo igual le coloca o algo. Es adicto a oler flores. Arriba se ve el dragón de la diosa. Cómo mola ese mural. Debe ser muy importante para el rey. Con un padre y una madrastra así de locos, este va a durar poco.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Hay que cuidar a Bahamut. Estás liando, rey.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
Ahora va a ir a la batalla colocado con la flor y va a ser fácil asesinarlo.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Y eso seguro que la reina ha pagado a los adivinadores para que digan eso. Buah.
You disappoint me, Dion.
Seguro. Mírala, qué rata. ¿Ahora qué? Hablar con el tío. Oye, no le hacen subir.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful.
Wade sabía dónde estábamos.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
¿Qué?
2,000?
2000. ¿Cómo? Me he liado con la
And
traducción.
I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
¿Ah, sí? Encájamelo, por
Come here and
favor.
I'll show you.
¿Se viene clase magistral? Se viene. Ya no quedan casi cristales.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, Had you a vested interest in Titan's survival?
A su capital.
Why home to Drake's Fang?
Ah, vale.
A place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
¿Y dónde se han llevado entonces?
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I
bueno,
would
claro.
stake your life on it.
Clive no sabe quién es el pavo ese. Yo sí, porque le hemos visto en el primer vídeo. Pero Clive no se ha cruzado nunca con él. El que se llevó a Titán.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the Velcroy.
Vamos a ir por ahí.
Cold by now. But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Vamos a rematar a Titán. Y ya de paso destruir el
Give me a
cristal.
moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Vale, me gusta el plan. No dejamos que Titán se recupere. Le atacamos en su ciudad. Si se transforma, se carga su ciudad.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not
¿Por qué no?
going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet.
Va a ser la novia.
We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that
Y
in
la
mind.
madre de su hija.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Vale.
Thank fuck for that.
¿Qué le pasa?
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Vale, ¿todo listo entonces? Vamos, tenemos que hablar con él, tío.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us
¿Qué
away
ganas?
to
A ver el
adventure.
desierto, cómo lo han hecho. O sea, creo que toca paseíto largo por el desierto, ¿no? Y zona nueva. Míralo, míralo. O sea, el tío se va a quedar en la ciudad en la que empezó... En la que estábamos justo después del timeskip, ¿no? Me da la sensación. No me acuerdo del nombre, pero juraría que era esa. Uf, qué agradable el paseo.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Jill sigue malita, pero bueno, prefiero que esté en la cama a que venga y no haga nada.
The trading post it is.
Un enigma entre las arenas. Tun, tun. A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. ¡Ole! ¡Ole! ¡Dios, es enorme! Jergón del bandido. Bueno, de momento vamos al centro. Pirim, pirim, pim, pim. Pirim, pirim, pim, pim.
Beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
¿Dónde está mi tío? Se lo van a comer. Ahí está. Uf, qué susto.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
¿Ah, sí?
He let me come along. I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager
Pensé que había un cofre.
when your brother arrived, but you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Tornaditos, chocobos. Y gente que se atreve a pasar por aquí con la de bichos que hay. Mamma mía. ¿Quiénes sois vosotros? Oli. Qué estilo. Qué guay. En fin, llegamos a la posada.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Soldados misteriosos. A ver, a ver, a ver. Cofres por aquí, algo que robar. Dios, lagartito, corre, corre, corre. Corre. ¿A dónde irá? ¿Me está llevando a una trampa? ¡Ah! ¡Qué susto! Torgal, cuidado. ¿Qué hace este? ¿Va dando vueltas en círculo? Pensé que se iba a esconder en una piedra o algo. ¿Qué se ve por ahí? Se ve poca cosa. Nah. Ah, bueno, se ve esa ciudad. Venga, vamos en chocobo, ya que no estamos luchando con nada. Que mi tío pueda viajar tranquilo, que no está acostumbrado, seguro. El pijo. Pero bueno, ¿a dónde vas tú tan rápido?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
¿Qué habrá por aquí? ¿A qué ha olido Torgal? Nada bueno. Chocobos negros.
Look there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn.
Pero no estará aquí Titán. Ya habrá llegado, ¿no? Al sitio este. Con la calma con la que he ido yo haciendo misiones secundarias. ¡No! Nada sospechoso ir con esa capucha. Cerrar la puerta detrás, que se va el fresquito. Ay. Qué poca consideración. Uy.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Le están dando mucha importancia a este paseíto para llevarles el chorizo. Está Joshua. ¿Por qué Joshua no se reúne con Clive y habla con él tranquilamente?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Vale. Si Dion está quemado con el emperador y Walloed, no sé si Walloed lo sabe, o Joshua, pero bueno, me da que Walloed y Joshua van a estar peleándose por ser los que se alíen con Dion.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
¿Es tonto del culo o qué?
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Mínimo. ¿Cómo se puede liar tanto, tan estúpidamente? Ve a Clive. ¿No ha visto a Clive? Joder.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Igual intenta acompañarles lejos y ser nosotros los que les matemos. ¡Oh, oh, oh, oh!
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take it. Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
No se muere este. Va. Menudo gañán el tío. ¿Cómo se puede ser tan tonto? Joshua saluda a tu hermano.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss.
Qué cara de asco.
Could do with a touch more salt.
Huye, niña. Aléjate de ese hombre. Vale, habéis visto a Clive. Díselo, díselo. Qué bonito el agua.
Now's our chance.
No, no, dile, está tu hermano. Vamos a darle un besito, vamos a saludarle.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Tronca. Eh.
Clive?
¿Y cómo sabes en qué dirección? Tío, Joshua, eres un rata. Se ha dejado las verduras. Como cuando era niño.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ah, no se podían perros en la posada. Pensé que en la ciudad. ¿Estará la niña de los mejunjes? ¿Qué es ese aspaviento silencioso? Estás en un mercado, grita. ¡Ole, ole!
We didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The rawless.
Vale.
Themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Coker. Stands...
¿Qué habrá ahí?
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
A ver, podemos saltar entre las piedras, no es tan difícil.
Coker is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
El tío es menos sospechoso que Clive. Podría fingir que viene a hacer negocios, alguna mierda así. Clive tiene una cara de loco. Y una cicatriz sospechosa. ¡Música! ¡Hala! ¿Tengo cosas que vender para que me den los guiles? Creo que no. Pues nada, de lejísimos. ¿Por dónde? Aquí, a mercadear.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalimil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
Garmero.
Young sprig. But he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Vale.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey. And they would throw me sweetmeats in return.
No le cojas golosinas a los barqueros.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Won't you come and play, handsome?
¿Por dónde? Me he metido al azar. Me voy a arrepentir enseguida. Vale, cerca. ¿Cómo de cerca? Aquí, vale.
Can I help you?
Sí.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
A las termas.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
¿Dónde son las termas?
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
¿Aquí están las termas? Ah, mira, puede ser.
Excuse me.
Hola, más gente sospechosa. Qué bien.
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to
¿Dónde nos hemos metido? ¿En qué jaleo está metida la señora esta? ¡No! Bueno, el tío lucha. ¡No! Vamos a exterminar a todo el pueblo. Pero bueno, esta no es forma de hacer amigos. Pues nada, yo ya me cargo la ciudad entera. Y a la verga. 5-6, madre mía. Pero bueno, tío, lo quiero matar yo. Seda férrea y gilóptero, valió. ¿Otra vez haciendo amigos? Ah, mira, pero tampoco muere nadie porque nos tenemos que llevar bien con esta señora.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Una forma de negociar. Negociaciones agresivas. ¿Qué pone aquí? Probad nuestros deliciosos panes de pita. ¡Sí! Dios, todo esto es pan de pita. ¿Puedo entrar? No puedo entrar. ¡Ah!
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transformed.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
What?
Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Quiere que le paguemos mucho.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Al grano, tío. ¿Qué me vas a pedir?
Fine.
¿Que mate algún bicho gigante en el desierto?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil.
¿Qué problema es?
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then,
Hola, ¿puedes concretar más?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him.
¿Qué necesidad tiene?
Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on
Dios,
any
es
longer than we need to.
muy poco paciente y diplomático para ser comerciante, ¿no? Para ser el mejor comerciante del ducado. Seguid los cristales. Easy.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
Ups, me he saltado ahí 3 conversaciones con ciudadanos dándome pistas sobre qué significa lo de los cristales, lo de seguir los cristales. No, a ver qué nos cuenta esta. Y ahora cuento lo que significa. Y ya me estoy yendo a reunir con mi tío otra vez. A ver qué ha descubierto él.
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But ¿qué?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Pues me han dicho que ya no están llegando tantos cristales al sitio, que hay un poco de escasez, que han visto a soldados de Walled y que hay bandidos y no sé qué mierdas.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
A ver, este que está liando.
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
Ya no me fío nada del tío.
Not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
No le dejes solo, Clive, que te la lía. Bueno, también la lía contigo, pero uf. Uy, ¿qué es eso? ¿Un gatete? ¿Debajo del banco? ¿O una rata? ¡Un perrito! ¡Hola! ¿Qué has hecho?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Compensa sus nulas habilidades.
The soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far
A
from
ver.
prying eyes.
Compensa... Joder, cállate.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Que compensa sus nulas habilidades diplomáticas y de discreción con sobornar a la gente correcta. ¿Qué? ¿Es por aquí? A ver. Ahí, vale. Por esta salida. Pirim pipim pim pim. Piripirim pipim pim pim. Pirim pipim pim pim. Piripirim pipim pim pim. ¿Qué se verá detrás de la colina? Bueno, tampoco es muy impresionante, pero bueno, mejora un poquito el paisaje. La verdad es que es un paisaje un poco monótono a lo que estoy acostumbrado en este juego, pero bueno. Ese puente se va a caer a la mínima.
I'll take it from here.
Ahora es un desierto, tampoco le puedo pedir demasiado.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Them. Oh, ¿quiénes son estos?
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Son de Wallet, ¿no?
But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
Vale, sí.
What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
Habrá que matarles a todos.
What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Vale. A ver. Ahí. Uf. Reventadísimos. Ah, pensé que casi le di a los dos. ¡No! ¡Ah, qué mal! Toma. Reviéntale, Torgal. Dios. No quita nada. O le estaban curando y me ha dejado, como siempre, al Heller para el último. Más. ¿Tú dónde sales? La leche. Chocobos negros. Que vengas. Vale. Easy. Me está molando lo de llevar las dos áreas tochas. Es verdad que hay momentos en los que no tengo ninguna habilidad, que eso antes no me pasaba nunca. Pero bueno, tengo el límite que es... tampoco me da la vida para usarlo.
I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring.
The men of the Rock, los petrosoldados. Vale.
Now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
¿Cómo llevamos esto?
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Vale. Son muy caros los cristales. ¿Cuántos le iban a dar al tío por medio millón de guilds? Uno no, digo yo. Una caja al mínimo. Vale, problema resuelto.
Clive. So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Oye, ¿de qué va este?
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth,
Ahí hay un píxel raro.
Many of the guards have already been redeployed
No puedo
to
evitar
deal with
mirarlo.
the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Vale, seguimos entonces para el sur.
And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
¿Qué me está dando? Ah, una chapita de amistad. Ole, best friend forever.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Back in bed with Sid. Bonita forma de decirlo. Oh, que tiene la patita ahí. Dios, como mola.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Vale, otro tío que me cae bien. Tenemos aliados en todas partes. Qué bien. Qué buenos contactos hacía el Cid.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Misión cumplida. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Quiero llegar a por Titán. Misiones secundarias. A ver qué nos mandan por aquí.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice.
Que hay gente desmoralizada en este vídeo, ¿no?
Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living.
¿Y qué clase de reglo es este?
of course,
Primer día.
and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion
No creo
or
que
two about
esperen
the
que
tools of their
sepa hacer
trade.
maravillas el primer día.
Right.
¿Qué tal se trata aquí a los becarios?
Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Vale, pues misión de hablar con gente. A ver si hay gente interesante y aprendemos de la cultura local. O si es un poquito de rellenuto. Hola.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
¿Te están metiendo fichas otra vez, Clive? Porque en mi vida cotidiana no hablo de cuchillos, pero parece un temazo para meter fichas. ¿Tú quién eres?
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed.
Oh no.
Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Vale. Sí.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Puerta Sur es la de los guardias, ¿no? La zona que no conozco todavía. A ver...
Sweet incense. Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Pero bueno.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Pues sí.
Let's hope seven.
Muy poco interesante la información que hemos sacado.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
No lo digas así a la ligera, chiqui. Madre mía. Qué mal lleva la clandestinidad del Clive.
Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
No sé si tenemos un plan. Estamos otra vez yendo al sitio más protegido de todos. No está solo Kupka y sus soldados, sino Wallet. A ver... Ahí. Rodeito. Y listo, y volvemos. Por ahí no. Primero darnos un bañito en el manantial. ¿Qué habrá calentando el agua ahí? Un lagarto de fuego de estos, loco. Bombs. Hola, mazo bombs. Uy, qué guay el sitio. Pues nada, se viene peleita. Con bombs, uff. A la mínima te distraes y te explota en la cara y mueres de un golpe. ¿Tú quién eres? ¿Qué te cuentas? No puedo hablarte desde Ambrosia, tío.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. We'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Yo me encargo. Algo que robar. ¡Sí! Está bien. Qué bonito todo. Hola, todos a la vez. La verga. Pensé que iban a ir por grupos. Hola, hola. ¿Cuántos puedo dar? ¿A cuántos puedo dar? ¡Ay! ¡Dios! ¡7! No está mal. ¿Y ahora? 8. Pero van a empezar a explotar. Vale. No, está explotando. ¿Qué está haciendo? ¡Oh! ¡Hola, hola, hola! Espera, ¿me apuntas, chiqui? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está haciendo ese? ¿Por qué es de color azul? Me está dando miedo. No puedo acercármelo. No. Adiós. Ay, lo confundo con la autodestrucción. Buenísima. Bueno, uno se muere al menos. Este me está tocando la moral. Es como muchísimo más duro. Vale, otro muerto. Buenísima. Dios, no, encima me esquiva. Y te mueras, ostras. Ostras, ese que duro.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Va a haber algún regalito por aquí. Sí. Madre. Ese es el pueblo directamente. A ver. Qué guay. Qué lujo tener esto, ¿no? Lleno de monstruos que te comen en cuanto te desnudes. Otro cofre. ¿Puedo meter aquí al chocobo? ¿Dónde estás? Ahí. Mira. Oh no, un palito. Está todo, ¿no? Sí, va a volver a entregarlas. Y... por Titán. ¿Se liará de verdad esta vez o me volverán a dejar ahí a medias?
That'll do, girl.
We should get going soon.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you?
Vale, qué fácil se ha resuelto.
There he is. The man.
Ya está.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
Te salva la vida. ¿Cuánto me vas a pagar?
Tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
O sea, le contamos lo de los
Fine
monstruitos.
story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh?
Ah, bueno. Claro, estos no es bichos normales. Estos salen de las ruinas.
With my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
¿Qué me ha dado? No me ha dado nada. Ah, vale. Alito de llamas. Ignición. ¿Cuál era ese? No me acuerdo. Hijirokane. Metal de dureza sin igual que solo aquellos potentados de buena bolsa pueden permitirse para sus armas y armaduras. Y no por su escasez, sino por el elevado coste que entraña trabajarlo. Se precisan de como mínimo 5 portadores jóvenes y sanos para avivar las llamas con la que fundirlo. Madre mía. Pues ya estaría. Ah, no, me queda otra misión. El amigo este. Vale. Información de última hora importantísima. Los cuchillos tienen que estar afilados y ser duros.
So, how'd it go?
¿Tú qué has
You
descubierto?
learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck
Oh,
either.
Dios.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Copia el de alguien que los haga bien.
Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
¿Ya está? ¿Me das mi recompensa? No. Tengo que buscarte. ¿Dónde te has ido? ¡Loco! Madre mía, qué paseo. Tirin, tirin, tin, tin. Tiri, tirin, tirin, tin, tin. Lo mejor que he catado de la hierba que he probado. Sin duda alguna, colega, de fijo es la del Fujiyama. Tiene algo especial que no se puede describir ni tampoco comparar. Pirim, pipim, pim, pim. Pipipirim, pipim, pim, pim. ¿A dónde vas tú? Help, ayuda. Ah, mira, está aquí el amigo, vale.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill.
Podemos matar a un soldado y robarle su espada.
Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Vole, ahora somos geólogos.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
A buscar pedruscos. ¿Dónde está? 400 metros.
Run like the wind.
En los paseícos. Un pedrusco. Dos pedruscos. Y 3 pedruscos. Madre mía, Clive el geólogo. Qué interdisciplinar. Todas las rocas son iguales, Clive. Por favor, no me decepciones. El tío no se quedaba por aquí. ¿Me va a acompañar hasta Titán? ¿La van a matar? Tío, quédate aquí en las termas, por favor. O peor, va a hacer que nos maten a los dos. La va a liar. Ah, ya está. A currar, chavalín.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant
Yeah.
both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
No lo es y le despiden. No daría que hiciesen eso. Pero no. Todos felices. ¡Ah! Ese cuchillo
That'll do, I reckon. A
parece el
knife
paleolítico
forged
eso.
from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Clive,
I
no
only
te
hope
pases
Master Lubor agrees.
haciendo la pelota.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so.
Bastante cutre.
But what do you think?
What do I think indeed?
It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
¡Ole! Por los pelos, un 5 raspado.
Thank you.
Suficiente.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Tiene sentido.
There goes a master.
Es un tío espabilado.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
Increíble.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Para llegar al 5.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Que no se te olvide. Pienso volver aquí cuando me pase el juego a exigirte mi cuchillo. Una bestialidad, vale. Ahora sí. ¿Qué hay ahí? Adalbert Steiner, de la compañía de mercenarios Pluto, se compromete a pagar la suma de 1000 guiles por un espadón de no menos de 8 palmos, con cruz ornada de platino y concha espinosa, pomo contundente y filo dentado para serrar hueso. ¿Por 1000 guiles de mierda? Nah. Mal negocio. Pues ahora sí, vamos a por Titán. Uy, voy sin pociones. No sé si es buena idea, estoy a tiempo. No, pero yo creo que va a haber otra ciudad en la que pillar ahí adelante. Pues... a ver, aquí qué hay en estas cuevas. Tienen buena pinta. Este cañón. Se ve el cristal desde aquí ya. ¡Míralo! Bueno, se ve el cráter ese, mola. Tío, tú te quedas.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Uf, un buen cráter también, una buena montañita.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will.
Somos un poco kamikazes, pero bueno. También somos un ejército de una persona y un perro.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
¿Por qué?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
Bueno, ha ayudado luego a los rebeldes un poquito.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Bien, sí, yo quiero más gente en la guarida. Que se me vaya uniendo todo eso.
Then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Bien, se acuerda de Torgal.
Too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
O sea, ¿que me quedo sin pociones? No. Bastantes veces me he quedado sin pociones. Voy aquí un segundo. Compro. Vale, me he pillado unas pocas potis. Y... a liarla. Por fin. Otra vez. Que se líe del todo, por favor. Que se transforme en titán. Qué guapo. Ah, ¿no está el cristal ahí en el centro? ¿Dónde está el cristal? ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¡Ostras, pobrecillo! Me da esta pena.
What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Dios. Con lo bonita que era la mesa, tío. No. Este me intriga mucho.
I'll kill you, Rosfield. I'll rip out your heart. I'll tear you limb from limb.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Uf, está roto el Lugo. Bueno, se ha quedado sin manos, normal. Están en todo el centro.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
Uf, qué raro que se deje tocar así.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo.
¿Cuál es el objetivo de Wallow en todo esto? Uf, cómo mola el altar ese.
Mythos is here.
¿Mythos?
Very well, it shall be so.
¿Qué?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
¡Órale! ¡Ay! Vale, alguien tenía que saber, alguien por eso tenía que saber de la existencia de Artema y de los marcianitos. Pero ¿cuál es su plan? Si mientras no sepa cuál es su objetivo, todo parece aleatorio. ¿Qué es esa sangre? ¿Esos son los orcos? Dios. ¿Por qué hay orcos aquí? Dios. ¡Ah! ¡Qué gore!
Orcs.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Eso, los orcos estaban por las ruinas de Mitrilo o algo así, habíamos leído. Pues nada, toca matar orcos.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Es que igual no son una raza inferior a la que exterminar, sino seres inteligentes con los que puedes aliarte. ¡Oh! Son 3, bueno, suficiente. Para hacer eso, ya se recargará. Vale, no son demasiado duros. Ah, vale, estoy en la mina, claro. ¿Aquí hay algo? Gente muerta, pero se están comiendo a los mineros. ¿Qué está pasando con estos orcos? Está Wallow intentando quitarle la mina a Titán. ¿Cuántos hay aquí? Oh, un buen puñado, venid todos, venid todos. Por aquí. Estos dos. Esos dos que se están ahí. Mierda, la estoy liando. Venga, ya. Suficiente. Ahora cuántos doy, como ya 2. No, terrible. Ahí a 3, bueno. Sus muertos. Preciosa columna. Y tú, dejan pasar. ¡Torgal!
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Es raro que estén aquí estos orcos. Comiéndose a los mineros. ¿Qué está tramando el Wallow de ese? Está utilizando a todo el mundo. Hola, me lo he cargado de un golpe. ¿Son muy blanditos o soy yo muy fuerte? ¡Ole! Y eso está por el otro lado. ¿O está por aquí? Está por aquí. Ah, pensé que había ahí como una trinchera. Me he rayado. ¿Ahora por dónde? ¿Esta puerta? ¿Por aquí he venido? No. Ah, por este lado, vale.
Animals, you should never own a dash.
Que te mueras. ¡Hala! ¿Dónde está el otro? No lo sé, creo que doy a 3, a lo mejor solo a 2, pero bueno. 3. ¿Y qué haces ahí arriba, Loki? Ven para acá. No llego. Me cago en... Me cago en... ¡8! ¿Dónde hay 8 malos aquí? Estoy más rodeado de lo que pensaba. 7, 6... 5, 4... Ahí Torgal se encarga del resto, vale. Madre mía, en un momento. Oh, estoy ya cerquita. A tope de pociones, me gasto una, que no me sobra
Won't
vida.
be going any further this way.
Vale, uf, pero se ve ahí se ve ahí ya... Bueno, no es el cristal madre, pero empieza a verse los buenos cristales por esa puerta, claramente.
Stairs.
Pero
This
bueno.
must be the way out.
Ahí contra la esquina, me viene súper bien. Remátele. Bueno, ahí, ese. Qué buenos azulejos se han buscado. Se lía. ¿Qué es esto? Cabrón, qué feo eres.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
¡Eh! ¿Qué es eso? Pero bueno. Esa cámara. Le he esquivado. Porque me sale mucho más grande. ¿Qué está pasando? Bien. Bien. Quiero saber ya qué trama el Walloed. El rey. 3 meteoritos, madre, eso es caro. ¿Verdad? Si me pongo a vender materiales, tengo para comprarme toda la música que quiera. A ver, ¿hay algo más por esta sala? ¿Eso es enorme o hay espejos? Ah, bueno, hay una valla que me impide alejarme más. Espera, esto tiene toda la pinta de que llega ya al cristal madre. ¿No? Según abro esa puerta voy a estar ya en el centro. A ver. Sí. Ostras. A ver qué pasa. Dios, cómo mola. Pero no brilla el cristal este. Si los de Walloed saben de Artema, igual aquí sí se abre el portal y me la lían bien. ¿Qué cristal tan raro? O bien potis. Potis.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Dios, está muy guapo esto. Un palacio subterráneo. Ah, bueno, claro, pero el cristal está detrás. O sea, todavía puede que tenga que atravesar todo el palacio para llegar al altar. Bueno. Pero bueno, en esta plaza va a haber un boss. Eso está clarísimo. Este me da que va a ser bien fuerte. Aliens. Voces de aliens. ¿Qué es esto? ¡No! ¿Qué es esto? Vale, voy a echar ya las sales. ¿Por qué la empiezas? ¿Por qué la empiezas ahí? ¡No! ¡Uy! Oh. Bien. Pero no tengo... Ah, tengo esto. ¿Qué es esto? Uf. Uy. Pero ahora no tengo ni una habilidad. Se recarga esta primero. Y esta luego. Ole, no sé qué he esquivado, pero lo he esquivado clarísimamente. No ha sido por otra. Bien, 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 bien. ¿Kirieleison? ¿Qué? Mi mente no procesa esa palabra. Merced del rayo. Incrementa el daño infligido. Ah, no, no me sirve para nada. Vale, los marcianitos son más variados de lo que pensaba. Me dan la bienvenida.
Seems we're expected.
Mala señal.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Quiero saber qué está pasando. Si Artema quería poseerme y estos están aliados con Artema,
Did the orcs do this too?
No sé a qué conclusiones puedo llegar. O sea, que me quieren vivo para que Artema me posea, lo cual me da la posibilidad siempre de transformarme en Ifrit en el último momento, que no me maten por sorpresa. ¡Oli! No, terrible. Ve, casi de eso. Mira a ti. Adiós.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Por ambas. ¿Qué plan tienen para el resto de icons? Vale, aquí cofre. Probablemente este no sea el camino. Me viene bien. No es por ahí. Y no es por aquí. Ah, sí, ¿es esto en una puerta? Sí. Entonces va a haber otro cofre en el otro lado. No he comentado nada de la música, no está mal, es más relax, menos impactante, pero también me mola este tema. El trono de Kupka. ¿Qué va a pasar? Bravura. Cuando el enemigo usa esta habilidad, el ataque de sus compañeros aumenta y sobre ellos aparece el icono Bravura. Derrótalo antes de que siga fortaleciendo a sus compañeros. Mira, tengo un plan para eso. Matarles a toda leche. Y... no, pero esos no, mata al... Dios. No, ¿qué ha sido eso? Dios, cómo mola la rueda de detrás. El trono todo. Pero si aquí hay aliens, ¿dónde concha está Kupka?
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Vale. Vale, primero limpieza. Dios. Uf. ¿Qué es eso? Vale, ya te mueres, ¿no? Con esto. Confío en... No. Y encima fallo. Vale, voy muy bien de potis. Es por aquí, ¿no? Sí. ¿No? ¿Qué? ¿No he pasado por aquí ya? No, no, vale, se va a liar.
You've been busy, Kupka. did you go?
Ese cofre. Ábrelo. Róbale. Uf, ahí está drogándose con el cristal. Qué chulo.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Bien, puedo abrir el cofre. ¿Qué tendrá Hugo en su alcoba? Merced de la tierra, puño sísmico. Eso me lo han dado para que me lo ponga ahora mismo. Nah. Prefiero bajar el ímpetu. Me dan muchísimas pociones, como si aquí quitasen mucha vida. Ahora están combates, eso, intensitos, pero nada del otro mundo. Vale, ¿aquí va a haber boss? No.
Just what I needed.
Chao. Todo muerto. Madre mía. Madre mía. Madre mía. Uf, a ver a cuántos doy. Que ese movimiento de último momento no me ha gustado. ¡Ole! ¡Ole! Madre mía. ¿Qué es esa forma de huir, chiqui? Quiero ver el paisaje. Uf. Qué chulada. Aquí está, venga.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
¿Qué? Está colocadísimo. Está bien jodido el titán. Vale, Clive no la ve bien. ¿Qué? No. Le están usando. ¿Para qué? Aquí subterráneo. Aquí. ¿Qué está pasando? Se va a liar por fin. Pardísima. Artema haciendo cositas. Igual estar... no. En el cristal lleno de éteres. Pero ya en el fuego estaban igual. ¿Quién es este? No es Joshua. ¿O sí? Pero no tiene el pelo largo. No es el mismo. Es que lo de las capas lo han usado para rayarnos, pero no es el mismo el de la visión del principio que Joshua cuando llevaba la capa. Vale. ¿Ahora qué? Aprovecha para destruir el cristal, ¿no? Estaría bien, ya que hemos llegado aquí. Uf. ¡Dios! ¡Dios, cabe! Sin brazos titán también. ¡Qué loco! Pero el titán sí se regenera, vale. Me parecía. Bien, vamos. Dios. ¡Dios! ¿Por qué no lo haces? El combo. Ups. Es más grande de lo que parecía la cueva esta. Bien. Ahora que... ¿Qué va a pasar? Explosión titánica, ¿vale? Dios. O sea, yo creo destrucción a mucha más escala. Sí, que se carguen la cueva entera. Dios. Dios, así, justo eso. Dios. ¿Qué es esto? Explosión titánica. Libera una poderosa explosión con R2 cuadrado. Al mantener pulsado el botón, la potencia del alcance del ataque aumenta. En X para cancelar la habilidad en cualquier momento. Mientras acumula energía y Frit es invulnerable a los ataques enemigos. Ah, vale, mira. Sin embargo, desatará la explosión en cuanto reciba uno de ellos. Vale. ¿Lo he hecho bien? No lo sé, creo que no. Ah, vale, tenemos un cooldown. ¡No! Ahí. No le he dado. Hola. Fatal. No era esa la que quería, pero bueno. Al menos le he dado. Mal. Bueno, ahora sí te comes todo lo que te haga. 1, 2, 3, 4 y ese, venga. Toma. ¿Para qué me ha servido esquivarle? ¡Ole! Venga, ahí, fuego infernal. ¿Qué es eso? Éter puro. ¿Qué va a pasar? ¿Qué va a pasar? Se acaba de empezar a liar. Parece que sí. Dios. Bien. Planazo. Esta música. Oh, ¿qué? ¿Qué? Esto es Titán. ¿Qué cojones? Y si ahora... Dios, si ahora me pirase a casa y le dejo ahí tomando el sol. Como va la música. A ver, este movimiento, vale. Uy, buenísima. Sí, terrible. Vale, ya estoy abajo. ¿Qué es este bicho? Ah, no, pues sí, a tomar por culo. ¡Qué exageración! O sea, había visto este en los trailers, pero pensé que era el boss final o algo del juego. Vamos allá. Ahí yo no he hecho nada. Ah, pero ahí sí tengo que hacer cosas, ¿vale? Vale, esto... no me refería a esto cuando decía que quería que siguiese más. Pero estoy muy contento. ¿Ahora dónde? Aquí. LOL. Hora de echarme unas curitas. Igual puedo moverme un poco para los lados. ¿Qué haces? Loki. Al brazo ya. No es suficiente ni de coña. No haces nada con eso. ¡Ole! ¡Hola, hola, hola! ¿Qué va? ¿Ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué? ¿Qué es esto? LOL. ¿Puedo saltar aquí? Nada, cosquillas. Titán maléfico se llama, ¿vale? ¡Uy! Mierda. ¿Dónde viene el golpe? Uf. Contraataque a la nada, buenísima. Bueno, no le baja la vida, efectivamente. Me cago en... se me olvida. Pero se me está haciendo enana la piedra. ¿Ahora dónde me escondo? Vale. Ya casi está aturdido. Eso significará que vamos a su cara. Necesitaremos ir a su cara para hacerle algo serio. Me voy a caer encima. No, venga. ¿Cómo subo? ¿Hello? ¿Para qué? Ah, solo le puedo atacar. Qué optimista yo. Pues entonces lo he hecho bastante poco. Pero bueno, a ver ahora. De música. A los guionistas se les ha ido la olla con esto. músicos. ¿Puedo cargarlos? Sí. Ah, siempre me pasa lo mismo. Que le ataques. Hoy le he dado bien. No. Me quedo sin piedra otra vez. Ahí he saltado. Venga, otra curita. Uy, 2 curitas. Me la suda. Ah. Ni un acierto. Bien. ¿Para qué? Vale, igual, azuzarle. Ni 500.000, vaya mojón. Vale. Uy. Dios, pero bueno. Bueno, aquí el último. Bien, lo he conseguido. Vamos. Mierda. Dale. Bien. Me interesa intentar que casi me caigan para hacer esquivas perfectas. Gol. Venga, cambio de fase, ¿no? Uf. Sí, hacemos algo. Venga. Bien. es esta? Porque mira, se les ha ido la olla. Totalmente. ¿Qué tengo que hacer yo? Ah, vale. No sé qué está pasando. Ha lanzado espacio este. Estoy cayendo al vacío, ¿no? Caída libre es esto. Uy, cuidado la S, cuidado la S. ¿No puedo esquivar? Ya estamos. ¿Volvemos al suelo? No. Sí, vale. Se les ha ido un poco las manos. Ahí, en la yugular. Justo. Ulti. Dios. ¿Qué? ¿Qué estoy dentro? ¿Qué es esto? Fatal. Bien. Es muy raro controlarlo aquí. ¿Qué? Se le va la olla. esquivado. Uf, ya está, ya está. No, no está. Sí, pero llegaremos abajo, ¿no? ¿Cuánto tiempo vamos a estar en caída libre? Sea lo que tenga que ser. Vamos. Se ha ido la olla muchísimo. Están súper borrachos los guionistas. En plan bien. A ver, a ver, a ver. Eso. ¿Qué más puede pasar? No acaba nunca esto. A Titán no se lo dan. Qué potra, ¿no? What? ¿Dónde estamos? Me da igual todo. ¿Qué va a pasar ahora? Seguimos fuera. Igual se han pasado un poco, pero bueno. No me voy a quejar porque ha estado guapísimo. Destrúyelo, destrúyelo. ¿Qué? ¿De dónde sale? ¿Por qué está ahí? ¡Qué locura! No, me da hasta pena con lo mal que me caía. Pero menuda reventada. ¡Hala! Y se ha hecho de piedra. Se va a seguir liando.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Este está sellado en Joshua, no me puede hacer nada.
Accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall
¿Me ha creado él? ¿De alguna manera?
Never.
Se la pela. Totalmente.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter.
No sé qué significa, pero da mal rollo.
The new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
O sea, quieren desmoralizarle totalmente. Pensaban que lo habrían hecho cuando Clive mata a Joshua, pero le salva a Cid de alguna manera. Y ahora le ha salvado a Joshua. Pero si lo que quieren es desmoralizarle, van a ir a por Jill, a por la guarida y ya está, ya por el tío. No tiene muchos más amigos. Pero ostras, ¿y este qué? ¿Qué pasa con Wallet en todo este jaleo?
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Oof. Oof.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone.
Lo que tú
The
digas.
Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
¿Eso qué es? Polvillo de titán. Del cristal madre.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Dios, ya ves. Norte de las islas del Arca, ¿cuáles eran esas?
Some medicine, my lord?
La niña esta, ¿qué pasa con ella? Está en todas partes.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Esta es importante, esta es espía de alguien.
Must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay,
¿Del rey?
you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing.
And as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable.
¿Este sabe que ha muerto Titán? ¿Lo sienten los Icon, no?
More than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Qué bien, qué majo.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
¿Tendrán que llevarlo a escondidas en este mundo o estará normalizado y van con toda la calma?
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle.
Esto lo sabe, vale.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
¿Qué?
Olivier has been made emperor.
¿Así en su cara? ¿Qué? ¿El emperador ha muerto o
What
qué?
is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Uf, la reina. ¿Qué? Pero muy descarado, ¿no? No es cero tretas ahí. Pensé que le iban a intentar matar o algo de eso. En su cara, en plan, ¿no? A tu hermano.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Sí que van a intentar matarle. No, pero ¿cómo van a matar a...? Ah, ¿qué? ¿Qué?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
Se va a liar. Se van a liar. A liar.
I know you.
¿Así?
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinct.
¿Y por qué estaba en el desierto? Se mueve mucho este pavo.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Quiero saberla. No, quiero saberla, por favor. ¡Ostras! ¡Qué liada! Uf, se me ha alargado muchísimo esto. Joder, lo voy a dejar aquí, pero creo que es... O sea, Joshua se quiere aliar con Bahamut. ¿Qué es lo que quiere el rey de Walled? Parecía que estaba contento con que muriese Titán. Y con Benedicta también. Se la peló y le mandó la cabeza a Hugo para picarle contra Cid. Yo creo... No sé qué quiere. No sé qué quiere. Matar a todos los Icon. Y está relacionado con Artema también. No sé, es todo muy raro. De momento no hay nada claro. Están solo dándote ahí tiqui, 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 pistitas para que me coma la cabeza. Pero está difícil deducir el plan de cada uno. Más allá de lo básico, el paso que está dando ahora Joshua. Así que nada, qué locura de combate. Se les ha ido la olla muchísimo. O sea, ha sido una exageración que flipas, muy poco sentido, pero bueno, como era muy divertida, la verdad. O sea, se la han jugado con la caída esa desde el espacio, con controlar a Ifrit en el aire, que era un poco raro. Se la han jugado, pero les ha salido bastante decente, la verdad. Así que muy guapo, muy guapo, muy guapo. Y se ha liado bien, llevaba ya 2 veces ahí cuidándome con las ganas. Dios, qué desfase de partida. Pues nada, gente, lo dejo aquí por ahora. Y nos vemos a la próxima. Dadle like, suscribiros y hasta la vista. Chao, chao.